Okay, now it's recording.
Okay. Hi everyone, thank you for coming to today's session. So it's our What is Enactus and Get to Know Us. So if you're a bit unsure on what Enactus is and why we run the society in the first place, then this is the session for you. So firstly, we want to introduce the committee, which is only two of us at the moment, but hopefully more can come. So I'm Prav. I'm actually the president of Enactus BCU, and my role is to look after the wonderful team, liaise with Enactus UK, which is our not-for-profit organisation we're working for. So it's an external organisation who we're going to talk about later on, and to help prepare for the national competitions in March and April of next year. So, Lefki, did you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Levki Theophanos. I study business management at BCU, and I'm the corporate relations executive of Enactus BCU. So basically, my role is to be at the meetings with the committee and transfer anything that we are doing to our mentors, our alumni mentors, and university advisors. I also communicate with any other project partner or an organization outside university, and I am the main point of contact of Enactus BCU and the outsiders of the teams. Um, Annalise is here now. She can actually where is she? Yeah, Annalise, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay,
Hi.
do you want to introduce yourself and what you do?
Of course. My name's Annalise. I'm the VP of Finance, and I handle anything that has to do with money, for example, requesting grants, requesting funds, and trying to organize expenses. I'm a finance and investment student within BCU, and I can definitely 100% recommend Enactus to anybody who wants to forward their career and find links to getting employment as well. Excellent for that.
Great. And then we got Jay, who's unfortunately couldn't come due to moving houses, but he's a marketing and events VP. So he handles the social media, the graphics, any events that we're planning to do over the upcoming years. And if you have any questions regarding that, you can go to Jay. And Menashe, who just came out of the meeting, but he's going to come back in, he's looking after the recruitment side of recruiting new students into projects or teams. And he's really the main point of contact if you have any problems. And then Sana, who can't join due to work, she's the project leader of Saver Sizes. And we're going to explain what Saver Sizes is in a bit. But we also have Mariama, who is our project president. She oversees.
Yeah, Mariama is here now.
Oh, Mariama, did you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, we can't hear you.
Yeah. Don't know if we can hear her.
Mariama can't hear us, but her microphone is. Maybe she has issues. Okay, you can continue, Prof.
Yeah, so Mariama is basically oversees all the projects and have any questions if you want to be a project leader for a particular project or have any project ideas. So we're going to go on to what exactly is Enactus BCU. So as we spoke about, we're actually a society that is different from other societies because we work with a not-for-profit organisation called Enactus, which stands for Entrepreneurial Action to benefit society, basically. And we actually support students from universities, and there are colleges that also participate in this program. The main aim is to develop social projects around the UN Sustainable Development Goals, who we're going to speak about in the next slide. And it's about a project that you're actually passionate in. So if you're passionate in recycling, education, poverty, all of these kind of projects, you can create social impact and you get to work with beneficiaries on different levels. And yeah, it's basically a social enterprise. We actually reformed our team in January of this year, with a team started in 2016, so 5 years of Enactus BCU. We actually just reformed our team, and we are actually determined to create the change for the society. So if you were wondering how many projects we are running, we currently have 2 projects that are in the implementation stage. So we have Saver Sizes and True Colors, but we also have 1 project that is in development, which we would need members for, and it's an international project, which we're going to speak about later. And our mission is actually to help the next generation of social leaders and to create entrepreneurial students. So that is our core values. So now I'm going to play you a video from Enactus UK, who is obviously the not-for-profit organisation. They actually run in 35 countries. So this is the Enactus UK sub team. So we're just going to play this video for you.
We don't really have any sound of the video.
I can't hear anything.
You can't hear it?
No, so maybe we can post a link on the chat.
Yeah, we will post a link. But okay, we will just post a link then.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay, so sorry about that. But these are the UN Sustainable Development Goals that we are running. So you could do a project from any of these goals. So currently we have 3 projects that's running. Saver Sizes tackle zero hunger, good health and well-being, reduce inequalities and responsible consumption and production, while True Colors represents quality education, reduce inequalities, and good health and well-being. So you could do a project on any of these 17 goals, whatever is passionate for you, and we will support that as well. So if you pitch as a project idea, we'll be able to support the project. So we have, as I said, we have 3 projects that are running. So Saver Sizes, which Lefki is going to explain in a bit. True Colors, which I'm going to explain, and then our new international project is a project that we're recruiting for people at the moment, and we're working with a charity called Building Futures in Malawi, where they want to tackle education and digital poverty. So that is a new area that we're going to learn on, which you could be a part of. So Lefki, did you want to talk more about Saver Sizes?
Yeah, sure. So we created Saver Sizes a few months ago. We started the idea and we pitched it to a competition from Sodexo. So we managed to actually win the competition and get £650 for the project. The project aims to tackle food waste issues, independence and quality of life for disabled people across Birmingham. So the actual program is that we collect food that is near the expiry date. We put them in food boxes. We create recipe cards to provide the nutritional value of the foods that we are actually putting in the box, so the person can actually create meals with the products that are in the box and know the nutritional value of it. And what we want to do is to start delivering those boxes with the recipe cards to people with disabilities, so we can help them out, especially now with COVID-19. They are really struggling to go to the supermarkets, especially in the beginning of COVID-19. They would get in lines and they would wait to go inside the supermarket, and they wouldn't even be able to buy something because everything was out of stock. So for Saver Sizes, we do have the business plan, we do have the project partners, we do have the volunteers, we do have the beneficiaries, and we are expecting to start the trial in October 2021, in a month. So actually Saver Sizes is the first project that is actually implemented by Enactus BCU in such a short period of time. I believe that we went really fast. and its success shows that we can create projects from zero, like from an idea, and actually implement it with the help of our mentors, the foundations that are supported by Enactus BCU, Enactus UK to Enactus BCU, and our team members that actually work towards this project. And we are aiming to find more people who maybe want to go to the existing projects or create new ones. We are open to that one. So I think that's it for Save Assizes. Is the first project that we started with Enactus BCU. Prav will now explain the second project that we created this year, True Colors.
True Colors. So if you're the kind of person who stands for equality in society and mental health, if you're passionate in mental health, I think True Colors will be the project for you. So right now we're actually looking for a project leader of this project to actually kickstart. So basically True Colors is actually going to be a mental health hub for young people in the LGBT community. And the aim of this project, we want to allow young people to express their sexuality, improve mental health, and spread awareness, basically. So what we aim to do within that is create series of documentaries taken from beneficiaries' stories of how they grew up in the closet and the mental health struggles that's associated with it. And we want to do bi-weekly support sessions, so talking either online or in person about any mental health problems you've been going through. And we want to create a monthly subscription box full of mental health friendly products. And this will be the initial stages of the project. And then in the future, we want to do much more than this, but this is where we are kind of starting. So at the moment, we want to find people who has a mental health story associated with the sexuality to be used in our case studies for this documentary. So if you're interested in True Colors, please hit us up instead. So yeah, so Lefki, did you want to explain why you should choose Enactus BCU?
Sure. So first I'm going to start with the bullet points that we have on the slide. So the first one is to develop project management skills. That's really important for employability, for your studies especially. So when you join Enactus BCU, you have the opportunity to actually have step-by-step business plans that you have to create and see after that stage, what do you have to do now? So you can understand how to actually create a business plan, how to create a business in general. So you know how to do everything step by step and have the develop project management skills. You can connect with like-minded individuals around the world, or maybe just around the corner. We are here for you. So you can have people in our team who wants to make an impact. That's our main goal. We are open to any ideas, either like some ideas that we wouldn't think of. You might think of something and you can come to the team and you'd be like, guys, I have this idea. And you'd be like, okay, so what do we do next? We need to start implementing, create an empathy map and start creating a new business, an enterprise to support the new project. And the biggest, I believe, opportunity of Enactus BCU is to work with companies that support Enactus BCU and in general Enactus UK across the UK. So we do have, for our team for this year, we have mentors from Enterprise Rent-A-Car, we have HSBC, Barclays and Amazon. So they actually mentor our team and show us the steps on how to be successful. They help us with any issues that we might face in our business plan. For instance, we might not know what to do next, and we'll be like, Enterprise Rent-A-Car, what do you suggest? How can we make these things work? And they will help us and support us. And could you change the slide, Prav? The biggest opportunity is that with all of these mentors is not just them. Enactus UK partners are all the companies that you see now on the slide. We have from ASTA to BIC, from Project Management Institute. All of these companies support Enactus UK, and based on their statistics, we do have 50 times more. We are 50 times more likely to be hired than any other average graduate student. Like, you might be in Enactus BCU, and another student from BCU in general, you might have 50 times more chances to get hired by these companies. And you can actually have the opportunity to work with them and understand their values and the way that they work. And you can actually understand if you like this company, the way they work, and you have the opportunity to actually work with them after you graduate or through an internship or placement after. Thank you.
Yeah, so as Lefki said, employability is actually one of our key things with Enactus BCU, because we are linked to so much companies. Like, even the companies here that we are talking about, we can actually link with them. So we actually have links to Enactus UK who could provide fast track opportunities. So, for example, if you end up graduating and you're looking for a graduate scheme, or if you're looking for a placement scheme to do for the year, the best thing about Enactus BCU is that we can help you get fast tracked into interview straight away. So you don't need to wait around about when you're going to get interview, when you get rejected. You get fast tracked onto the interviews. And I know for a fact that Enterprise Rent a Car especially, they have a dedicated team where they allow Enactus students to actually be fast tracked and get the job as soon as they can. So that is the vast of the employability side of Enactus UK. And right now we actually do have some openings for these roles specifically. So if you're interested in any of these roles, so firstly is co-president, which you will be residing alongside myself, as I'm taking a full-time job at BCU itself, so I would need some support with my role. Lefki will need an assistant for the corporate relations executive role. So we do have an opening for an assistant CRE. Then we do have marketing managers for both Saver Sizes and True Colours, as we're planning to use social media as a way to reach to our beneficiaries. As we said before, we do need a project leader for True Colours itself. So if you're thinking about it, if we want to kickstart True Colours, we do need a project leader, as well as this new international project that we're working on. Then we just need project members, so you can help us with expanding these projects to a whole new level. So that's just the beauty of what Enactus BCU can do to your career overall. So now I don't know if there's enough people in the room to do an activity, but we can also discuss this within our team ourselves. So we don't need to necessarily go into breakout rooms, but we can just talk about this immediately. So we wanted discuss 3 key issues that you think should be implemented, like you are passionate in. Just think of social issues that you think in society that are important and close to your heart, and answer these 3 questions. Number 1, what makes you feel like these issues are important? Number 2, how would you create social impact for these social issues? And number 3, what steps would you need for these social issues to become a reality? So if you want to have a think about these 3 questions and the social issues that you're thinking in your head, and then feedback to the team, we can go back in 5 to 10 minutes. So is that okay with everyone?
It's okay for me.
Yeah, so let me just...
You can either type any issues and we can actually discuss it together. If you're not sure how to actually do the activity, you can just type or unmute your microphone and say an issue that you believe that it's important and that it would be good to be solved by our team through an enterprise. That can either be poverty, homeless people, immigrants that are going to a new country and need help to start their lives. Anything that you can think of that you believe that is really important and you would like to actually make an impact and change that issue, find a solution about it, type it on the chat, unmute your microphone. You can do whatever you want to. We are open to any ideas. So if you could type an issue that you believe that exists, we can actually do now a brainstorming session and try to find solutions about it.
So even if you want to speak up about a issue that is close to your heart, you can do so by putting it in the chat or speaking out itself. So
yeah, and I will kind of repeat briefly for those who came now. We do have the session recorded, so you can go back. We can send the link and you could go back and actually watch again what we said. So basically what we said, we explained what Enactus BCU is, we explained our current projects and the third project that we are thinking of starting this year. We explained the partners that we have, the employability opportunities that you will gain. As Prav said, you get fast track to many companies. You go straight to the interview. You don't have to wait for answers and emails to answer you back. That could be Amazon, that could be Barclays, that could be Enterprise Rent a Car. So with Enactus BCU, you get straight to the interview and you have 50 times more chances to get hired by those companies because these companies are with Enactus UK all the time. We have meetings with them, they mentor us and they support every project that we create and they support us if we have any issues with the project. So for instance, now Prav told you to find a social issue that you believe that has to be solved from us to make an impact. If this social issue, we agree to some idea, we can go back, create a business plan, go back to our mentors and start actually implementing the project. It's not just a brainstorming session. We can actually make something out of this. So again, if you have any social issues that you believe, poverty, homeless people, anything, type it on the chat so we can find together solutions.
or we'll make it easier if you just want to type in the issue, we can discuss about it together. Yeah. Or if you want to speak it out loud.
I will also put on the chat ideas.
Okay, great.
Well, I think maybe one idea could be, during this whole COVID pandemic thing, people's mental health, like it's not a social issue that you see every day, but it slowly crept into the news lines and, people are talking about it a lot more. So I think maybe if anyone has any ideas around that.
Yeah, definitely. I think with mental health, it's always been a prevalent issue throughout the years and it's only rising up throughout the years. So if you think about maybe 30, 40 years ago, no one was speaking about mental health. There was no such thing as anxiety or depression. People will think, oh, just get on with life. There's nothing to worry about. But now it's become more prevalent in society and it's now becoming a social issue overall. So especially during COVID as well, the social impact that you could make from a project due to COVID-19 mental health could be a big thing. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, actually, I think it's one of the biggest impacts now with COVID-19. I was actually going through Facebook and stuff like that, and articles will come back saying about increase in suicides, increase in depression. Like many people, not a lot of people have families and homes. Maybe students like us are being left out in a country where their family is far away, is not really their first language, so they struggle to communicate with others. They are shy. Maybe they are embarrassed to go to actually people and talk to others. and they are being left alone in a small room all the day, then they stress about actually getting COVID-19 because they're thinking, oh, if I go to the supermarket, I might get sick, and what I'm going to do after. I can't go to university, I can't meet my friends, I can't go to clubs, I can't meet new people. So I think that's really big.
Yeah, definitely. And if you were a project leader of that particular project, what kind of things would you guys would have done to solve that issue or create social impact? So would you, I'm opening this up to everyone.
Yeah, one idea could be that we could have like weekly sessions like the icebreaker that we had yesterday for people to join and play games with others and actually meet people, even if it's online. Put the cameras on, you can see the others, play games, meet new people. That could be a good idea. Like once a week, maybe twice a week, I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe perhaps we could like educate people, well, like on mental health so that people are more aware of the signs,
Yeah.
even if it's within themselves or somebody that they know. I feel like that would increase the awareness and remove the stigma from it, because there's always something that everyone can learn, even if you think you know everything about it. Actually, we don't know a lot about mental health, but if you do some research and, you know, do some credible research, I think it would benefit everyone.
Yeah, and maybe provide like the contacts of if you actually are sick, these are the signs that you said, like educating people, and then say if you believe that you are in a bad state or you feel really bad, you can contact the mental health hub, like for instance at university, and they could actually help you out. Like we are not really doctors, we can help them out with socializing and having fun. But if you actually have an issue, like don't be ashamed or anything, you can go to this hub and they will help you out. So it would be really good to actually have the contacts, because do you remember like each year that we have a test at university where they ask you, did you heard about the mental health hub that we have at university? Yes, no, maybe, and where did you hear about it from? And most of the times when I look at things, I'm like, I didn't know that these this project exists at university, but like I'm really now from the test. So many times we have issues and we don't really know that someone exists that can help us out. So that would be really important.
Yeah, definitely, I agree with you. So I'm going to say a topic, period poverty.
Okay, what's that?
So, for example, in developing countries such as Africa, Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, all of these places, they may suffer from period poverty within girls. So they don't have access.
Even in the UK as well, actually. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, it could happen in the UK. That could be a project within itself, because I think majority of Enactus project focus on those kind of countries, but even developed countries, like even the USA, they have taxes on sanitary products, for example.
That's really wrong for me.
They
Something
put
that
on
we actually need.
taxes, which makes it more expensive, and they're making it think it's a luxury product, but it's really a necessity. So what do you guys think about that? Anyone? It's not just us three.
And the new guys, don't be ashamed.
Yeah, you can also just type in the chat as well, guys, if you have any ideas, anything you don't understand or anything, you can just type in the chat.
So can you repeat that? I didn't really get your idea.
So the idea of the necessity of sanitary products for girls within the UK and developed countries, basically, because it has become an issue in recent times that they are now implementing taxes, making it a luxury product when it's really not. So that's been an issue for the really long time.
So what do you suggest be done, or like what kind of
You could speak
project
about
idea do you have?
anything.
That was just the topic. So now we need to
Oh,
find ideas on how to actually solve the issue, the social issue.
okay. The best way to approach this would be to use like a mega company that can provide the period. I don't know, whatever you need for a period, like in like I don't know, in sanitary areas or in toilets and stuff like that. Because I know like my mom's company, they give out for free in the bathroom. Like,
Okay.
so if you, but they were lobbied by another organization to do it. So like if we could lobby another organization to put sanitary products in like the bathroom so that anyone who needs them can grab them, that would be the best solution to it. So that I don't think we can afford to do it. Or
That's really key, because some of these companies that provide these sanitary products, they don't have control about the prices majority of the time, because the government is implementing these new tax regulations, which makes a product more expensive than it should be. So if we can get, I know some projects that are already running within Enactus, they make these companies donate the products to give out to girls in like a developing country. But what if that can be impacted within developed countries itself? That's the question.
So one idea could be that we could create a new project that we can assign people who are in need to actually try the products. So I know that each year, for instance, a company that creates those hygiene products needs to test them. So what if we could connect people who are in need to actually test the products maybe for a year, so they could have free products for a year, and the company would benefit from actually seeing if their product is good, if it works, if it doesn't, or if we could create a movement on proving that those products are not luxury products and should be tax-free. So
Definitely,
I think that would be something bigger than just providing people, because they are saying to us that using these products is a luxury thing, and you can live without them, and that's really bad. It's like you're saying you're sick and having medicine is a luxury, so you cannot use them, but you are really like you need them. So if we prove that those products are not a luxury product and are a necessity for a person, maybe we could make them tax-free and actually make them cheaper and more accessible to other people.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, I see someone typing.
Wait, okay, Lefty, that's a good idea, but then you're lobbying, like you're beginning to drift into politics a bit.
Yeah.
Because it becomes, as soon as you like try to like convince maybe say testers and stuff, it drifts into politics, and we don't want to be involved in that.
Yeah.
Like if there's another way we can do it without like,
That's really interesting.
Yeah, we need to actually like make research on it.
Sorry, I'm just reading the chat box.
What about sponsoring reusable period products?
That's what we talked about in those comments. So did you want to explain in more detail, Candy, if you want to unmute yourself?
Yeah, so for those who can't like really see the chat, I will just read it through. So, and period poverty is rather difficult itself because they like you said, the government label is as a luxury product and add taxes to the prices. But if it was possible to get the reusable sanitary products like the period cup or sanitary pants, we could lessen the burden for the girls to have to look for new ways to deal with their period each month, as these things can be reused. I think that's the smartest idea that we actually said here today. So
yeah, definitely, because I think right now more and more girls are using these cups, and you
yes,
can just wash them out. But the only problem with that is, what if you have to change it, and if you're in a public setting,
yeah.
what
But
can you do?
I think there are ways. So the problem is that we need to educate ourselves and other people on what to do with those reusable products and how to use them and what to do if you're in the middle of in a city and you don't know what to do or anything. So
Yeah.
that would be a good idea.
Yeah, but Candy, if you want to explain more, you can unmute your mic.
Yeah,
you
or
can
type it.
type
Yeah, whatever you want to.
if you're more comfortable doing that. But that could be a potential idea.
Of course, yeah.
Was. So let's wait until that chat comes, and then we can talk about a new project. Maybe someone here can suggest a new topic to speak about, like that you're passionate in.
Hi, it's Candide.
Hi.
About my idea.
Yeah.
Well, I know a lot of stuff on BuzzFeed where they do these like challenges with sanitary products and like teaching things.
Mhm.
You can do a video like a wall of videos showing you like not showing how you use it, but like explaining the basics of it. It can first entice the idea of people want to use it, and then like demonstration and stuff can happen afterwards, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. Like that could be something that could be sustainable in the long term.
Of course.
Definitely. But that sounds really good. But we can like close it for now and talk about a new topic.
Yeah. But if you actually join us in Enactus BCU, you will have the opportunity to actually sit down with us and we can start actually creating a business plan, see if
And
it's
build a
feasible.
team as well.
Yeah. And we are
And
having,
it can actually help you to recruit members as well.
yeah. So are we having, is it on Wednesday that we have the face-to-face workshop?
And no, Thursday is our
Thursday.
development workshop. Hopefully we can do it in person.
Yeah, we can do what we're doing now, but together, face-to-face.
Better. So anyone open up the floor to one more social issue?
Yeah, another one idea for today maybe.
Yeah, and also if anyone just has like general questions about
Yeah,
Enactus,
Of course.
any last questions you want to ask, feel free to ask.
Actually, I was wondering if Prav could actually share a presentation that I sent to her. Is that possible? Maybe I can give you guys an overview of something that I'd like to approach you guys with.
Yeah, I don't have my personal laptop, so I can't load up WhatsApp. So is it possible
Alice,
to email it to me instead?
Or
Yeah.
give me a second and let me see if I can do it.
Okay, that's fine because I'm on my work laptop, so I can't access WhatsApp at the moment. But yeah, definitely, Annalise. But if you have any questions about today or the things we're going to do later on in the year, and you get to be a part of an amazing team as well. Like we're all so friendly. We love playing games sometimes, but we are serious people as well.
Yeah,
And
and
you have to
can
be
actually
dedicated.
you can actually send us an email, call us, join us on our social media. You can send a message there. You can have more contacts from the BCUSU site that you could find how to be a member of our team, express your interest in being in our team, and find more
We actually
information.
are going to be in the Welcome Fair tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're in the Welcome Fair, so we have a stall so you can
So please join
talk
us.
directly about any questions you may have. So we're just going to wait for Annalise to send me the PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Bye guys. Our break is over.
Okay, bye.
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 Oh, Annalise sent the
Oh,
PowerPoint.
to you? Did you want to just share your screen?
Yeah, let me open it first.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm unable to share it properly. By the way, you have to excuse me. I'm trying to. I'm sharing space.
Okay, so here is the, and I will just share it for you, Annalise. So screen. Can you see my screen now?
Great.
Okay, so we'll move that one box. Can I move that? Yeah. Okay, so Annalise, you can tell me like when to scroll and I will move it.
Thank you.
So did you want to start?
So the current project name is Plastic Bonsai. Its aim is to reduce plastic waste or waste in general. So if you just want to change the page, please. This is a project that we suggested on an Enactus training session. It is with Aston University and Leeds University.
Mm-hmm.
The idea was to use the waste products in gardening to reduce loneliness with the elderly public over the age of 64, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to go to the next page. So these are all of the objectives: to combat climate change whilst using sustainable methods such as recycling plastic bottles, and to retrofit into a world for a circular economy by designing out waste and pollution. So if you go to the next page, please. As you can see, we've done some background research into household waste and what happens with it. I think that it's quite a bit wordy, but this particular presentation was done to see if we could gain funding and mentorship. But if you go to the next page, please. As you can see, there's quite a few socioeconomic and environmental benefits towards reducing plastic waste and towards reducing waste in general and reusing it in a gardening setting. If you go to the next page, please. These are similar organizations that do a very similar thing in terms of educating people how to use what they have or they're going to throw away and to try and stop waste from getting into the recycling bin, for example. Can you go to the next page, please? There's an empathy map on the age of people. Oh, it looks like I might have uploaded one that isn't filled out yet, sorry.
Yes,
But it
okay.
was for the age group, which also allows us to change the age group if necessary. That particular age group was picked because it was, we believe that the older generation have a lot more knowledge on how to garden and how to reuse what they have. And we thought that they'd be excellent teachers, because if we gave them the platform of social media, which they're not necessarily on, then maybe they could teach the younger ones how to do some of the things that we're missing in terms of knowledge. If you go to the next page, please. With the previous target group, we decided to use a graph, and these are all of the considerations that we were going to consider with that particular age group. If you go to the next page, please. We are going to target the county of Dorset because they had the highest age population. But again, we can change our target group. Next page, please. Okay, so now we're getting to the part that I really love about this, which is that if we used a social media platform to share gardening tips, to share recycling tips, to introduce seasonal planting information, to introduce the idea of climate change and educate people into how we can be prevented and what little stuff we can do. Obviously, we understand that, you know, it is big corporate, multi-million-dollar corporations that produce quite a bit. But what can we do as an individual to educate ourselves? Obviously, if you put your money somewhere, then you're going to perpetuate a problem. But if you learn how to become a bit more independent and how to spot what is and isn't waste, maybe you can do something different. And sometimes it's just a matter of educating. So some of the ideas are selling seedlings. So the idea was to go to, say, for example, an elderly care home, meet some people, and over a 6-month period, plan with them and share their ideas, and give them the time, give them the seeds, give them secondhand equipment, allow them to take photos of what they're doing, share what they're doing, and then eventually sell what they've made and have a fun day or a fete where the only prerequisite of attendance is it has to be upcycled, it has to be recycled, and it has to be sustainable. So that's that's money generating commercially through a sale of tables, and knowing full well that the whole entire thing is based off sustainability. So selling seedlings, swapping seeds, selling upcycled goods, encouraging sustainable businesses, and hitting our UN sustainable goals, and training people on what they are, because I find that a lot of people don't necessarily know what the UN sustainability goals are. If you go to the next page, please. So potential recyclables are, selected food waste for compost, glass, plastic bottles, glass, plastic jars, plastic containers, egg cartons, colanders, sponges, glass jars, paper and card, mismatched crockery, and plastic buckets, and basically anything you can use to plant something in. We understand gardening is not the only way to do this, but this is a first idea, and it seems like something that could be used quite soon. Can we go to the next page, please? Again, so we've got our UN Sustainable Development Goals that impacted. You can see it's 11, 12, 13, and 15. It's all about trying to reduce our waste. It's all about trying to reduce our carbon footprint. And it's all about creating more green spaces, whilst at the same time tackling loneliness. Can we go to the next page, please? Sorry for being so fast as well. Now, this initial delivery plan, I'd love some advice on, because like I said, I personally, I think it's taken too long to do very simple things. I think by month 6, there should be an event, a result, and something that can be counted, something that can cause impact, and impact can be measured immediately. How many souls were there? How many seeds were swapped? How much was shown? How much was, learned? How much was shared? And if you go to the next page, please. Again, the delivery plan, like I'm saying, I question the delivery plan. So if you don't mind going to the next page, please. Right, so one of the most important parts about this was give a new platform to an older generation. Because like I said, I think there's gaps in knowledge. And if we use social media, no matter what, it's still an impact. We're still getting something out there. Even if there wound up being no penultimate event, 6 months of that period would at least be an attempt at generating something useful, something that will impact our social environment positively, and something to share and something to show. Thank you. So, like I said, in conclusion, it's economically beneficial, it's socially beneficial, it's environmentally friendly, and it helps with climate crisis. Again, it is just, at the moment, it is just a project that we keep bouncing around. I feel like it has a lot of things that need work. I feel like it lacks an organization, but I do think that there is something there, and I'd like to know your thoughts, please.
It is definitely a work in progress.
I really liked it.
I like how well thought out it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super interesting and very elaborate.
It just doesn't solve just one issue, because while she was saying that, I was thinking mental health, and then I was thinking environmental, and then I was thinking it solves many issues, and it's something that would actually make an impact.
Especially to the beneficiary that you're actually targeting as well. Tackle loneliness as well. That's what
we were telling before about mental health, and now just connects with everything. So I think, Annalise, we might have a new project leader.
What do you think?
I think, yeah.
I'm willing to try.
Willing to try.
We need to try that.
I'm definitely willing to try. And it exists. It's got to the stage
with a little bit of support and guidance, I think I'm definitely willing to try.
Definitely, it is a really good project. So that is something that you could even be on potentially, that kind of project, potentially be in that team working with these beneficiaries and working on the project. So that is something there for sure.
And it would actually be nice to actually present this on the face-to-face workshop, to actually listen to, and from like a new people, any ideas, any things that you might missed, and actually start putting more depth into the idea and actually make the project for Enactus BCU.
Definitely. But yeah, so let me just share my screen again because I finally found the video.
Oh.
And I checked the sound and it works. So we can just play it quickly before ending.
So just answering to the chat, you are more welcome to join us to our stall and send us emails, messages, and ask us any questions that you have. We really want new people who are like-minded like us, who want to make an impact, who want to work in a project, increase employability skills and employability chances to join us.
Yeah,
So I'm just going to play this video right now. Hopefully you can hear it this time. You guys hear?
No.
No. Seriously? Seriously, you can't hear it?
Yeah, just put the link on the chat so we can visit after.
Okay, that doesn't work, but we can just continue with our slides.
Sure, yeah.
So yeah, we're going to be in the Welcome Fair tomorrow, as we did say.
No, not down.
Down. So we're going to be there. It's actually between 11 and 4, not 10 and 4. So from 11 to 4, we actually been, the Eagle and Bull, that road that leads to University Log will be in one of the stalls right there, so you can just meet us in person, ask any questions, and pick up some freebies as well. And then Thursday, we're hoping to have a project development workshop. The room is to be confirmed, but we might use the room that we're in right now, maybe. That I'm in right now, because it's a big conference room, so we can try to use that. But otherwise, we could find another room. But we're going to have a project development workshop where, as what did Annalise just did, just present a project idea. You can come up with your own project idea, and that's from 1 to 2. So that will be in the Curzon Building at the city centre campus. So thank you for listening to us, and if you have any questions, please unmute yourself or put them in the chat box, or either email us afterwards. And if you want to follow us, we have an Instagram, which is Enactus BCU, and our LinkedIn, which is also Enactus BCU.
Yeah, if you want to type everything on the chat for you to join us, send us a message if you want to follow us.
If you want to actually join the team and become an official member, you can either go to this link, which is enactusuk.org/join, or scan this QR code to go directly to this website, and then we can pick it up from there, basically. So thank you so much for the session today, and hopefully we can see you tomorrow and Thursday, and we will also inform you of any other events that we have upcoming.
Yeah, so join us on the stall so we can actually meet you face to face. Maybe ask us any questions that you have, see more about our projects. We're going to have flyers with the projects. We're going to have more information about Enactus UK in general if you are interested. That's it, I think.
Yeah.
So any questions? I see someone is typing.